Okay, an obvious question. What is so evil about Bill Gates? I really don't see it. I know people who don't like Bill Gates. I know people who are saying that Bill Gates is fighting a particular cause, which presumably they disagree with. That's why they're bitching about it. But the conspiracy theories, the hatred against Bill Gates on the right and the far right, it doesn't seem to be very well substantiated. I mean, I can understand politically where you disagree with some of the things that he might say and do in some cases. But really, what's the major cut and thrust of your issue with him? You know, I know people throw out the idea that, hey, Bill Gates is funding this, hey, Bill Gates is funding that. And it's like, well, you're kind of suggesting that he's funding things which he might fund. But in some cases, you're suggesting that he might be funding things which are some kind of grand conspiracy, and you think you know this because you've read something on social media. You know, I don't really call that a strong argument. You know, it's like you think something's the case, yeah. You have a problem with this guy, right? Yeah, and it's perfectly justified, that position, because you reckon that something's the case. You know, your hard-earned reckon seems to lead in a particular direction. I don't know. I have no issue with Bill Gates. I probably, if I looked at some of the things he believed, I probably would go, maybe I'm not so, on board with that. But putting him into a grand conspiracy, I think is a bit silly. Like people, conspiracy theorists who have a problem with the idea of him trying to promote a vaccine, trying to get it out there, trying to say you have to work on it, trying to get it to particular people, say for example people in Africa. That's old news. Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's part of a grand conspiracy at all. But I know that many people like to believe in that kind of thing and suggest that perhaps Bill Gates is behind this grand conspiracy. He's some kind of face of the shadow order or something. It's bullshit. But the thing is, it's very easy for those people to then basically just keep on adding stuff in. Well, we know this, guys. We know this, folks. Here's the deal, folks. We know this. We know this particular case. And they can just simply throw ideas in. It's very similar to, George Soros and various other individuals who are well recognised around the world. And they say, well, they're behind this grand conspiracy. And it's like, well, are they really behind a grand conspiracy? Probably not. The suggestion involved basically makes it far less probable. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing really wrong with Bill Gates, per se. I mean, hey, there probably are things that you won't agree with, right? But if you have to create a conspiracy theory to try and make him, somehow evil, I call that kind of fucked up.